Hello everybody, I'm Natto Ninetails.
And I'm Oopsie Daisy.
We'll be commentating your last game. Very excited to be commentating this game.
Thanks for having us.
We just want to tell you about the teams that... Oh. Okay. 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 We just want to tell you about the teams who are playing this afternoon. You've got the West Side Glory, 0 Maddie Longlegs, 7 Fadelicious, 101 Ace of Sades, 108 Trippy Taka, 109 Club Slamwich, 162 Florence the Machine, 17 Liz Vegas, 212 Intensive Claire Unit, 29 Snailed It, 333 Slasher, 44 Revan Townsend, 460 Murderface, 531 Smiling Assassin, 73 Seeps the Day, 74 Chuka, 89 Massacre Jones. And for the Valley Cats,
we have number 2, Dakota Blocker. Is that crossed out?
Yep.
2627, Hells Yeah. 30 Bombshell. 37 Pen LT Box. 467 Grazed Anatomy. 55 Buzzy the Vampire Slayer. 6 The Beast. 8 Ray Scar. 9 Bricks. 98 Queen Bee, and number 3 Bruiser. Before we start the game, we also wanted to let you know about our amazing raffle prizes, if you haven't heard about this already. So we've got our tickets on sale, $2 per ticket, 3 for $5 or 7 for $10. The raffle will be drawn at halftime of this game, so I highly encourage you to head towards the where you buy your tickets, where you enter, for some of those amazing prizes, or don't, because that increases the chances of me winning. So some of the prizes include some Body Shop beautiful things, Talk Derby to Me hamper, Rebel Sports $100 voucher, Imperfect Zero hamper, a fitness pack, gross, Kid Out Kicks, and a Stranger Things pack. Ooh.
okay, so it is almost time for the last game of Derby for today. It's been an amazing display with our juniors and then 3 bouts before now. So for those of you tuned in, we say thank you. It's been a big day and we hope you enjoy this match as much as the others. The teams are getting onto the track now. The officials are assuming their positions and it is time to Derby.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Okay, on the line jamming, we have Hells Yeah and
109 for
Club
blue.
Slamwich. Okay, both walls are doing an amazing job, and at the back there, West Side are drawing back Hells Yeah. At the front, Club Slamwich is fighting her way through and has gotten lead.
Ooh. That's a delicious Club Slamwich.
Now they're coming around to the pack for their scoring pass. Hells Yeah is battling it out still for that initial pass. Oh, there's some fancy footwork there from Club Slamwich, but still getting stuck behind the pack, fighting their way through.
Oop,
A big hit out the front, and they are through again for another lot of 4 points.
Whoop, Hells Yeah has made the initial.
Okay, the pack is resetting, getting those walls ready.
Ooh.
Okay. And Club Slamwich has called that off, scoring 3 points on that final pass.
It's a fancy backwards 1 foot glide skating.
Great footwork.
Those 1 foot glides really pay off.
All right, on the jam line, we have Bruiser and Smiling Assassin. Bruiser has just a couple of fans over there on the sidelines. Yeah, we see you. They are fighting their way through this very tough West Side wall.
And Bruiser has, not
Oh,
Bruiser.
some offense came in. Lovely, and has helped Bruiser get through, but Smiling Assassin is coming through for the scoring pass already. Oh, and took that inside line beautifully. 4 points for Westside.
So for the next jam, we've got 101 for Westside, Ace of Spades, and number 55 for the Valley Cats, Bussy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, we have an official review called by Westside. So typically an official review is called when the team is looking for a penalty to be called on the opposition, or occasionally to also get a player out of the box and have a penalty removed. So we'll keep an eye and see if we can work out what this one is about.
Don't forget about that amazing raffle that's happening as well.
It's almost time. That was a very saucy raffle call out. Thank you, Oopsie Daisy.
No worries, Natto Nine Tails. You know I love a good raffle.
Okay, so we have corrected points that were not yet showing on the scoreboard. So 4 points were scored by Westside Glory in the last jam, but they were not up on the scoreboard. So the official review is successful, and so therefore retained by Westside in case they want to call another one in this half.
And now the score is 0 and 15.
And the jam is on. Oh, some fantastic footwork by both jammers. Ace of Spades is pushing and fighting, and Bussy as well has got caught back behind that west side wall. We've got a drawback here of the Valley Cats jammer at the back, whilst the West Side jammer is pushing out that wall at the front of the pack. And at the front of the pack there's some beautiful bridging, but no, that jammer is through. Well
Great.
done, Ace of Spades, who has got lead.
Great blocking by both teams.
And I think we have a star pass for the Valley Cats, and that's right. So let's see if we can see who has received that star, but they have been blocked by, I think it was Sibs the Day, and drawn back to the back of the pack. So the pivot
That's
for Valley
gotta hurt.
Cats is now the jammer. Yes, that was a lot of feet that they had to go back, so yes.
Nearly hurt as much as the feedback that's coming through.
Oh, here we go. Ace of Spades out the front for another 4 points. Oh. And the Valley Cats jammer was knocked out again on the outside, but luckily not such a big drawback this time. They're almost through. Nope, caught again. And there goes Spades. The Beast is our pivot / jammer now for the Valley Cats. Oh. That was a tough jam. That pivot worked very hard. And a total of, I can't tell. I think that was 16 points. Yes, that was scored in that jam.
So now we have jamming for the blue team, Club Slamwich, and for the Valley Cats, Hells Yeah.
So both jammers are fighting hard with those walls. There's all D, but Club Slamwich has gotten lead out the front, and Hells Yeah is fighting.
Fighting for dear life.
Oh! Club Slamwich is back around on a scoring pass. Hells Yeah is trying to fight through on their initial.
And Club Slamwich just made it through.
Okay, that pack is moving at a fairly slow pace, but one more scoring pass through for Club Sandwich, and they have called it off. Okay, for this jam, we have for Westside Glory, Smiling Assassin and Bruiser for the Valley Cats. The jam is on. Oh, there was some quick work by both jammers to the outside, but unfortunately for Bruiser, they got recycled back at the back of the pack. And at the front of the pack...
And Smiling Assassin has made it through on the initial.
Yeah, a lead again, Smiling Assassin. And Bruiser is through. Fantastic job, Bruiser. That was some hard work.
Just goes to show hard work pays off.
And let's see if any points were scored before. No points for Valley Cats on this one. It was very close. And another 4 for Westside Glory.
That brings the score to 43 for Westside and a saddening 0 for the Valley Cats. Next up, jamming for Westside, we have Ace of Spades for Westside, and for the Valley Cats, we have Bussy the Vampire Slayer.
Ace of Spades is lead jammer on the apex there.
Makes it look effortless.
We have a pivot for the Valley Cats, I think, heading to the penalty box. And the Valley Cats jammer is wedged right in the middle of that west side tripod at the back of the pack, pushing hard, but they are doing a great job of really locking that down.
And Ace of Spades makes it through on another pass.
Okay, we have another penalty for a Valley Cat blocker. It was just out of our view, so I didn't see what that was.
Ace of Spades
is
some fancy footwork. Jinx.
very nice. Pivots back out of the penalty box for the Valley Cats. But Ace of Spades, some very fast, fancy footwork on the outside and calling it off. 12 points for that jam. And a huge thank you to all of our volunteers and officials today. They've done a fantastic job. It takes a lot of volunteers to run a day like today with 5 bouts. So thank you to everyone who has contributed in whatever way that you have. We really appreciate it.
And big thank you to Beadcast as well. We've just been advised that it's Bombshell's debut bout as well, so...
For the Valley Cats?
Very exciting.
It is very exciting. It is a tough game to debut. Oh, and a lovely hit there from Reescar on Club Slamwich, who's been recycled back, but coming back for another go. Oh, hello. And then they've been bumped off to the inside, and unfortunately for Club Sandwich has cut track and is going to the penalty box to have a little think.
Ooh, power jam for the Valley Cats.
It is. Let's see if they can capitalise on this one. Oh, there is no pack. That jammer is almost through. They're still fighting. Come on, Helge. Yay! Okay, let's see what we can do here. That was 4 points.
4 points
for the Valley Cats.
Valley Cats.
Coming around again. Let's see what happens as they hit the pack. They've been pushed out to the outside, fighting through. There's some help here from teammates, but they are setting up again to block Club Sandwich, who is back on the track. So Helgier, who's the captain of the Valley Cats, is working hard to try and get some points and fight through that wall. But the Westside Glory wall has really locked things down, and Club Sandwich has just completed another scoring pass.
And the Valley Cats are putting some more points on the board as well. Another 4.
There are 9 seconds left in this jam. So let's see how many more points can be scored. But that pack is moving reasonably swiftly. So in total, we have 8 for the Valley Cats and 6 for Westside in that jam.
That will be a very tiring jam. Up next for our jammers, we have Smiling Assassin for Westside, and we have Bruiser for the Valley Cats.
The jam is on. Both jammers went to opposite directions trying to get off the line there.
And Bruiser's been taken back.
But we have Smiling Assassin who has gotten lead. It's Bruiser. Yep.
And Smiling Assassin's been taken back. Bruiser's fighting through.
Great job, Bruiser. You has gotten through the pack. Now there's a penalty there. It is on one of the Valley Cats blockers at the back. But Smiling Assassin has called it off with a smile. Nice work. Always.
Makes sense. On
the line, we've got Bussy. I think was it Bussy the Vampire
Bussy the
Slayer?
Vampire
Yes,
Slayer.
it is. And who have we got there? Ace of Spades. Ready for the next jam, but there is some kind of timeout happening. Is it a little bit of tape or something got stuck on the track? We don't want anyone to trip over it, so just a safety thing. It's almost sorted and ready to go.
Feel free to have a dance, let loose.
Well, thank you, Alien.
Beautiful dancing from Alien.
Just a little bit of a shimmy, I felt.
Yeah.
Is that how you would describe that move?
Yeah, like maybe like a little self-conscious
it was a shimmy.
shimmy.
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you. There's not enough of that, I found, in Derby. Not enough shimmying during the breaks.
No, there
Yeah.
needs to be more shimmying.
I agree.
I think we should petition for more shimmying.
That wasn't on the outside. Where are they?
And the jam is off. We have Bussy the Vampire Slayer jamming for the Valley Cats, and for Westside we have
Real Slim Sadie.
Real Slim Sadie. Apologies, the name was a bit different on our sheet.
And Sadie is our lead jammer, whilst Bussy is bustling their way through. See what I did there?
Yeah, I do like a good pun.
Oh, but now they're stuck in the pack. Come on, Bussy. Oh, drawn back. by Massacre Jones, that was, and another scoring pass to Sadie. Those blockers have really got it locked down. They're making it very difficult for the Valley Cats Jammers to get through, even when there's a little bit of offense. These are some sturdy walls. And Sadie is fighting through at the front and gotten through for another scoring pass. The Valley Cats are getting in there and trying to help their jammer, and we have a star pass. So we have the Beast who has received the star, but Siebes has been very sneaky and popped them off at the front and drawn them back to the back. So we have a new jammer, the Beast.
Someone's got a penalty.
Oh, it appears there are two late in the jam penalties, Ray Scar and Siebes. So for the next jam, both teams will be coming out with 3 blockers only. So hopefully this will be an advantage for both jammers, Hells Yeah and Club Slamwich. The jam is on. Oh.
Club Slamwich found the space there and took it. Beautiful.
Oh, Hells Yeah has been popped off on the side, and Maddie Longlegs has drawn them back. So now they're coming back for another turn. They are stuck in between there. Oh, some offense to help, trying to push the way through. Almost fancy footwork on the inside. Did they make it? Looks like they did. Nice work, Hells Yeah. Got up. Oh, nope, it was a cut.
It was the cut track
so
penalty.
close. So close. So the jammer for Valley Cats is going to the penalty box, which means it is a power jam for Club Slamwich. And they have gotten through at the front, called it off quickly.
Which
Let's
means
see
that
how many points.
the Valley Cats will be starting the next jam with their jammer in the box. And the Valley Cats have called a timeout.
Oh, we have a few points there. So 3 points were scored before that last call-off. Okay, both teams are enjoying a timeout. No, that's 467. Raised Anatomy, they are on the list.
Grey's Anatomy on the list. Just making sure all our scoreboard, everything is all teed up and we're good to go. Having a quick look at the score, we've got the Valley Cats on 8 and West Side on 86. Still in the first period, we've got 13 minutes 50 left on the clock, and we just completed the 10th jam.
Okay, so we've got Hells Yeah as the jammer for the Valley Cats in the penalty box. Oops, there is an official timeout, so the referee crew are providing some feedback to both teams. Not clear what is happening, but we are getting ready for the next jam. So it's
We don't know what is
jam.
happening, but we know things are happening.
Something official.
Very official.
Smiling Assassin is
And as we mentioned before, the Valley Cats jammer is starting in the penalty box.
correcting the clock on the score. It is all correct now. Apologies if there was any confusion. Jam is about to start. Okay, so the Westside Glory have all run up, the block not drawn back.
Some really excellent blocking by the Valley Cats.
A great job by the Valley Cats. That jammer all the way around the apex before. Oh, there is a blocker penalty, and Smiling Assassin has gotten lead.
Well, we've got some jammer on jammer action happening at the end as Helsia has come back onto.
So Helgier is the jammer, but they are holding that helmet cover in their hand.
And they may do a star pass to the pivot where they'll become a jammer, or it may be a little bit of a juking trick. Who knows?
Oh, so Smiling Assassin has gotten through on a scoring pass. Helgier is fighting their way forwards. Sieves the Days doing some wonderful backwards blocking, and now their teammates have also swarmed to the front. So we have a full wall there of West Side blockers. But Smiling Assassin has called it off with how many points in this jam?
Maybe 12. I would say that's 12. Jamming up next, we have Real Slim Sadie for
Very fast footwork there, and we've got on the knock to the inside and Bruiser to the out. Flow out at the back of the pack. Saves through at the front for another scoring pass.
Meanwhile, Bruce is still getting recycled through that pack.
And a second penalty, so we've got two of them heading to have a little sit. Oh, the jam has been called, but not before Bruiser has scored 4 points.
Jamming up next for West Side, we have Club Slamwich, and for the Valley Cats, we have Bussy the Vampire Slayer.
Okay, so the Glory have an advantage of 4 blockers on the track. So Siebes has headed forward to do some offense, which has helped to get Club Sandwich through for lead. And Bussy is fighting at the back of the pack there, getting some help, but Club Slamwich is back again.
And Club Slamwich has made it through for a scoring pass.
So the Valley Cats are busy trying to help and drawing back some of the blockers, not just the jammer, and in this case Club Slamwich took advantage and went through on the inside.
The Valley Cats got a couple of their blockers back from the penalty box, but then it looks like another one has gone back in. Ooh, some
Also
nice
have
juking there from the jammer for Westside.
Club Slamwich is looking to the bench, but they are not indicating to call it. So they will continue through for another scoring pass, and Bussy is heading around for their scoring pass. We have another Westside blocker heading to the penalty box. But this pack is moving fairly swiftly, so it's quite difficult for the jammers to catch up and score those points. Bussy has been recycled back by Siebes. It's looking like a bit of a signature move in this game.
And Bussy's being recycled back through the pack, while Club Sandwich
We've got
nearly made it through and calls off the jam.
Let's see, we have some points being scored for both teams. 3 for the Valley Cats and 2 for Westside Glory on that last pass, but 22 in total.
Whew, a 22-point jam, that's quite impressive. I couldn't even get a 1-point jam. And now up jamming, we have Smiling Assassin for Westside, and I believe it's Helsier for the Valley Cats.
You believe correctly.
Ooh.
Both are fighting their way through. Oh, Helsier's been knocked down, and the Westside wall took advantage and just cycled right back on top of her as she got up. There's some fantastic and help coming from the Valley Cats, but let's see if they can use some of that teamwork to slow down this jammer. Smiling Assassin is fighting through the middle.
Helsier has made it through on their initial.
And it looks like no points for you was the call there. Helsier was coming around for that scoring pass, but the Glory were having none of it on this occasion.
Very sad.
We've got a full lineup here on the track for the full lineup here for the Valley Cats, but it looks like maybe some kind of review might be being called because the Glory are not on.
An official review has been called for Westside.
It does appear that it's being used as a timeout because they have not gone into the middle to raise anything official at all.
I am confused.
Don't mind those smiles. We'll take those. Thank you very much.
It's an official timeout. Thank you very much for the refs for... Oh, it's an official...
It's official.
It's official.
It's an official review. It is not an official timeout. Official timeout is when the officials call it. We understand. We're just working through that. Yeah. Yeah.
Official. Official. Every time I say official, I don't know. Do a star jump. Nat's laughing here, but I guess she doesn't want everyone to know that, so whatever.
I think the Glory's ready. They've had a little break and a little smile, and they're ready to play.
Excellent. So we've got Bruiser jamming for the Valley Cats, and we have Real Slim Sadie.
Slim Sadie ran down that outside line. Whew, like they weren't in skates at all.
I wish I could take that confidence to my everyday life.
some more fancy footwork on their toes around the outside again for
Round
their
the
scoring
outside,
pass.
round the outside.
Oh, this west side wall is being very agile and now very difficult to move. Oh, Bruiser was fighting hard there for that inside line, but Massacre Jones was saying not today.
And Real Slim Sadie's made it through on another pass.
Oh, we've got a
I think that was
penalty
black
there
block.
for one of the Valley Cats blockers. So they'll be starting the next jam with 3 blockers on the track.
And a quick check-in on the scores. We have Westside on 148 and Valley Cats on 15. Up jamming, we have Club Sandwich for Westside and Helsia for the Valley Cats.
This looks like a reoccurring jamming combo. Combos. It's almost dinner time.
Maybe like a Club Sandwich combo.
No, I think more like some salty chips for me. And we have Hells Yeah has gotten through for lead jammer. So Valley Cats are in control of this jam. Club Sandwich is skating around behind. They're not going to give too much leeway. They're coming to score some points.
And Helsia has been recycled, going to the
They
back
want
of the
some
pack.
more points, though. They're not going to give this one up too easily. Great job by the Valley Cats blockers, holding the jammer there. That's it. Getting together. Nice job. Slowing it right down. But
Roller derby is really good for the environment because we
Club
really like to
Sandwich
recycle.
kept fighting. Helgier has called it off. Let's see how many points were scored. 4 and 4.
And we have a team timeout to the Valley Cats. I said we love the environment at roller derby because we're big fans of recycling.
Is that what you said? Half-time? Very soon. Very soon.
The raffle, just as a reminder, is going to be drawn at half-time. So you have 3 minutes 53 seconds plus another 30 seconds for the team timeout for any last-minute raffle tickets that you may want to purchase.
It's almost time to draw that raffle. This is your last chance to get in there for some of those cool prizes.
I just said that, Nat. I can't believe you weren't listening to me.
I wasn't listening to you. I apologise. I was just looking at the raffle prizes, just focused on them.
Which raffle prize do you want?
I've put my hat in the ring for a couple of them.
I bet you have.
Certainly the Rebel vouchers.
I hear that you always win the raffles, so...
Occasionally. I may have carried more than one raffle prize home, much to the disgust of my teammates.
Yes, well, if that happens today, her teammates feel free to take the raffle prizes from her. Anyway, back to the game. We have Smiling Assassin jamming for Westside, and for the Valley Cats, we have Bombshell.
Well, hello, Bombshell. In your debut game, as we understand it.
Very exciting.
All smiles there on the line, and any moment they're going to lock it down and get serious. It's almost time.
The raffle prize that I really want to win, back to that, is the pet one.
Oh, that pet hamper looks awesome.
Yeah. But then I was playing a bit of a strategy game, and I thought, a lot of people want the pet hamper, so if I put my ticket, it's less likely I'm going to get it.
Maths would agree with you.
Math good.
Maths. Oh, hang
So
on.
if you win that raffle, I'm going to steal it from you.
What is happening? Okay, the jammers are ready. Blockers are ready. The jammers
And we're
on.
back. Got Smiling Assassin pushing through.
No
Wells
pack.
Bombshell.
That's it. That's it. Come on, Bombshell. Keep fighting at the back there. This is one tough wall.
And Smiling Assassin has the lead.
And they have been recycled to the outside at the back of the pack there, but they're coming back through for another go.
Good for the environment, bad for the jammer. And Smiling Assassin has made it through again, scoring points.
Oh, we have another Valley Cats blocker heading to the penalty box. So they have two blockers on the track at the moment. And Smiling Assassin called it off with a smile.
Interesting tactic there. Valley Cats hadn't made their initial, but not. Yeah.
Real Slim Sadie and Bruiser are on the jam line, ready to jam. We've got two Valley Cats blockers out there.
And off we go.
And a full lineup of Westside Glory.
Ooh. Some really nice footwork and jumping action from Real Slim Sadie. And poor Bruiser's getting recycled quite far back.
And the pack was rolling back, so there was a bit of extra distance there on that particular recycle.
And Real Slim Sadie's got some points.
Okay, we have another Valley Cats blocker to the penalty box. Luckily, some are coming out so they can help to slow down these Glory jammers. Let's see, Bruiser Bond is hot on the heels of Real Slim Sadie. Oh, they have just passed some of the blockers at the back. Let's see what points. We've got 3 points for the Westside Glory and none for the Valley Cats there.
We've got a minute 30 left on the period clock, so this may be the last jam of the first period. And for points, we have Westside on 170 and Cats on 19. Jammers for this jam are Club Slamwich for Westside and Bombshell for the Valley Cats. And Club Slamwich has got lead jammer. We've got the pivot back on track for Valley Cats. And Club Slamwich has made it through, picking up some more points for Westside. Meanwhile, Bombshell's being recycled again through the pack.
Both jammers fighting hard here. They're amazing
And Bombshell's
job.
made it
Bombshell
through.
has fought their way through and are coming around for a scoring pass. Club Slamwich is in that pack but has called it off before Bombshell could score any points. But what a great job fighting through. There's some tough Glory walls there.
Especially on a debut game for Bombshell as well.
Is there time for one more jam? I'm not sure that there is.
The question's on everybody's mind. And there we go.
So we've got 15 minutes for intermission. Don't go anywhere because the raffle is going to be drawn imminently.
I think you can go away, Nat, and if your name gets called out for the raffle, it's mine. For those at home, we are going to draw our raffle now, so don't worry, you won't hear any more raffle talk, but we will say a short goodbye while we finish the raffle, and we'll be back after this half with some more derby action.
It's time.
So a quick refresh on the score from period 1. We have Westside on 177 points and Cats on 19.
Oh, two jammers fighting through those walls. Oh, we've got a few people on the ground. And away we go.
And people back up. Looks like they're
Helgier
all
has
right.
been taken off to the outside, but luckily not recycled back too far. The helmet cover is off, and Club Sandwich is headed to the middle, headed to the in, the out, and they are out the front. And lead jammer. Well, they were lead jammer already, so what I mean is they've got 4 points.
And Helsier has made their initial with a sneaky take the helmet cover off and now pop it back on. Oh, and the jam's called.
Just before that jam was called, the Valley Cats pivot headed to the penalty box, so the Valley Cats will be starting one blocker down.
And we've got Bruiser jamming for the Valley Cats and Smiling Assassin jamming for Westside. Oh, I like that Bruiser took a run-up start.
Bruce's feet are very quick, but unfortunately on this occasion for Bruiser, so are the Glory's blockers' feet. Oh, they found a gap, and thanks very much, took it.
So Smiling Assassin
has passed the only lonely Valley Cats blocker on the track and called it. And even though they only passed one body on the track, they got all 4 points. Amazing.
Now on this next lineup, we have Helsier jamming for Valley Cats and Real Slim Sadie jamming for Westside.
The beast is really going to be the beast to try and help hold back the Real Slim Sadie. Oh no, Siebes got right in the way.
I mean, that's a tricky point for any blocker.
And Sadie is lead. Uh-oh. And the beast got a penalty. So Bussy is in there trying to help Helgier get through for that initial pass.
And Westside's collected some points.
Oh, and the beast has returned to the penalty box now that there's a seat available.
I've got a blocker and a pivot.
Okay. Siebes is going to have a sit down. There was an unfortunate collision there. Led to a penalty. And Helgier is out the front of the pack. Nice job. Get that star on your head. Let's see. Oh, a bit of a hop, a skip, and a jump, and calling it off.
And a call off.
Well done, Sadie.
No points for Valley Cats that round, and Westside took a sweeping 12. Next up, jamming, we have Bruiser for Valley Cats and Club Sandwich for Westside.
The score? Oh, the period time is still running. Okay. Okay, Club Sandwich. Nope, hang on a minute. Bruiser is lead and Club Sandwich is hot on their heels. Let's see what happens. Can we get some more points on the board for the Valley Cats? Pushing hard. Come on, Bruiser. Ooh, some fancy footwork.
Nice footwork
They're
from
fighting,
Bruiser
they're
there.
fighting.
Oh, and
They'll have
Bruiser's made it
all
through.
4 points, thank you. And here comes Club Sandwich, who also has scored 4 points. Now the pack is moving very quickly. It's making it hard work for Bruiser, who I'm pretty sure might have skated in about earlier today. So they are back for round 2.
And their pivot's gone to the bin as well, which makes it tricky.
Oh.
Some
That was
fancy
pretty
footwork.
fantastic. Fortunately for Bruiser, they scored all 4 points before that twirl and getting bumped to the ground. They are back again. They're back again. Oh, this time Siebes has knocked them off to the outside. They're being cycled back. Club Sandwich is coming around again for another scoring pass themselves.
And Bruiser's called it off.
Bruiser has called it with 2 points on that final pass. Fantastic. 10 points to the Valley Cats.
And 8 to Westside. Was that a... Jamming up next, we have Hell's Yeah for the Valley Cats and Smiling Assassin for Westside. Oh, there was some really good O there from the pivot of Westside. Getting some of the blockers out of the way, and it worked because Smiling Assassin now has lead jammer. Hells Yes pushing through, struggling through a little bit of that pack so that they can make their initial. And there's some blocking going on Smiling Assassin as well. It's a bit hard to see from this angle. And there you go. Smiling Assassin has made it through the pack. Got some more points for Westside.
A star pass has happened for the Valley Cats. So we have got Bussy the Vampire Slayer now taken on the role of jammer. But this is still an initial pass, so they haven't worried about putting that star on their head at this time.
And Smiling Assassin has made another pass through, collecting some more points. Meanwhile, Bus is getting recycled through that pack, back to the back. And Smiling Assassin made it through and called it off.
It is now an official timeout. We're just confirming some of the stats from the paperwork in the middle with the scoreboard. We've got the Valley Cats now on 29 points and Westside Glory on 221 points. I have not said the jammer's name, but oh look, it's Reverend Townsend. Hey, hello. And it is, hang on.
467,
which was Graced Anatomy.
Graced Anatomy.
Welcome, you jammers. We love having you. We've got also,
and welcome to other skaters as well.
Oh, yes. But this is a bit exciting. 2 new jammers. Let's see what happens. 2 full lineups out there on the track. A little
exciting
extra spice.
times ahead.
A bit late in the game. That's right. Let's mix it up. That's it. The whistle's gone, and Revan has got those fast feet. Oh, she zigzagged through the track and is now lead jammer. Oh, well, hello.
Ooh.
So,
Bit of a
Graced
slide happened
Anatomy,
there.
got a fair bump there and was knocked off the track, but unfortunately they've come straight back on and they got a cut track. So, they didn't.
I'm
they
confused.
are just not lead. Okay. They are just not lead. Sorry, that hand signal that I was looking at there was one that let know that they didn't pass all of the blockers legally. However, it's not a penalty. It was just that they didn't pass all 4 of the opposition blockers on their initial pass.
I too was confused
My
by
bad.
that, but that's okay. We're here to learn, aren't we? And for the next lineup, we have Bruiser for the Valley Cats and Club Slamwich. But it looks like there is
something official is happening. All of the refs are coming into the middle for a discussion. There's a little bit of music to help bide the time.
Nice Saturday evening tune. Sunday.
Thank you. I wasn't sure whether it was me and I was a bit tired and I heard
I said
Saturday
Sunday in my brain because I know I have to go to work tomorrow, but maybe I'm in denial and I wish it was Saturday, so I didn't have to go to work tomorrow.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry if
definitely
other people
Sunday.
also thought it was
Sorry.
Saturday, because
I
today,
see that sad look around
today
the place.
is Sunday.
Sorry. You know, we might be able to change the clock on the scoreboard. Unfortunately, we can't wind back the real clock.
Or can we? Well, we can at daylight savings time.
You are not just a pretty face.
Thank you.
Oh, hello. Club Sandwich is now on the line for a power jam. And the Valley Cats jammer has in fact been sent to the penalty box.
I'm not sure what happened in that
The
official
Jammers-
time, but it looks like the outcome of it was that the Valley Cats jammer was going into the penalty box.
That is correct. And around the outside, Club Sandwich has gotten lead. The Glory blockers have jumped in there a little bit to help through, and look at that.
I always love seeing stuff like that, you know, when everyone kind of, all their minds thinking the same thing, and boop, off we go, help the jammer out, get those points.
Well, the less work the jammer has to do, the more points they can score. So they always love a bit of help from their blockers, so they don't have to fight just quite as hard.
And we have the Valley Cat jammer.
Great work, Club Sandwich, through again for 4 more points.
And we have the Valley Cat jammer back on track. Grazed anatomy after serving that penalty.
It seems the day is drawing them back after bumping them out to the outside. Grazed Anatomy is pushing hard through the middle. Those west side blockers are swarming all through.
And some really good blocking as well from Valley Cats, making it a bit difficult for...
Just that constant reforming. Amazing, amazing. And Grazed Anatomy, I was going to say is through, but appears to have gotten a forearms at some point in amongst that pack. And Club Sandwich has gotten through for another scoring pass and called it off. So the West Side Glory will be starting the next jam with the power jam.
Ooh, talk about rough. And it looks like we have Smiling Assassin coming back on as jammer for West Side.
Well, most jammers do love a good power jam.
Well, I've had different feedback from jammers before. You know who you are.
I think it's a bit of a mix of it's both exciting and scary, just in case you don't get lead.
I mean, I say this as a backseat. I don't bout, so...
Some great blocking by the Valley Cats here and bridging. They are working hard. They are making this jammer work for it. They are not going to give away a lead easily. So that is a fantastic job because
that was
they
amazing.
held that jammer for 27 seconds, which is pretty fantastic. They've gotten their own jammer out, and only now is Smiling Assassin on their scoring pass. So some pretty fantastic blocking by the Valley Cats to start Jam 8 of the second half.
And Smiling Assassin has made their scoring pass.
And we've got the...
And we do have a star pass
pass
by the Valley Cats when the Beast.
Great job,
now has
Beast.
The helmet cover.
Pivot is now the jammer for the Valley Cats. And we... Oh, hello. We have
Power
a
Jam.
Power Jam.
Power
Come on,
Jam.
Beast. You can do it.
You can do it. We believe in you.
There's some help from the blockers. Trying to break up this west side wall. Get some points there. We've got two
Is there a
west
full
side.
box over there for West Side?
No, there's two blockers in there and a jammer. You're right. Oh,
I'm right.
hello.
How about that? Whoop. And we have the pivot back on
4
track.
points for the Valley Cats. They are hard-earned points. Flo is back on the track for West Side Glory, and so is Smiling Assassin. Well, let's see how many more points for both teams. keeping an eye on those refs. How many more points did we score before the end
Looks
of
like
that jam?
someone just got a block.
There was a late penalty.
The Valley Cats.
Hello, there is two. Is that two? Two for Westside Glory there, and none for the Valley Cats just at the end. But I think a Valley Cats blocker might have got a penalty and be sitting in the penalty box.
There's a team timeout for Westside. And just a quick check-in on the scoreboard there. So we have 243 points for Westside and 33 points for the Cats. And we just finished our 8th jam of period 2, and we've got 17 minutes left on the period clock. What are you going to have for dinner, Nat?
I don't know. Just, I think on the way home, whatever looks appealing. Sorry.
Yeah.
I can't wait for some hot food, though. I've had a great day here and eaten plenty of the amazing bake sale food, but it is time for a hot meal.
Couldn't agree more, my friend.
Okay, the timeout is over, but not all officials are in position
like
yet.
There's an official timeout.
So we have 17 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
And we have Bruiser jamming for the Valley Cats and Real Slim's Shady jamming for Westside.
Let's see if we can get a few moves out of Aeon again with this fantastic late Sunday afternoon music. No.
Doesn't look like anyone's in for a bit of a boogie this afternoon.
No shoulder shimming.
0 out of 10 for dancing. Oop, the music stops very abruptly. It's time to get serious. Back into the derby.
Felt a bit like musical chairs. Oh, the jam is on, and Real Slim Sadie was just taken off to the inside, recycled back. We have Bruiser fighting at the front of the pack, but Sadie has not given up. They might still get lead yet.
And it's a power jam as well.
Yeah, okay, it is a power jam. Bruiser has gone to the penalty box, but sadly, because they didn't exit straight away to the ref lane, they've gotten a second penalty on their way to the penalty box. So that is 60 seconds of power jam for the Westside Glory.
Oof, that's a long power jam.
But Valley Cats blockers are back on the track, hopefully making it hard work. Look, that fancy footwork. That's it. Valley Cats are reforming, trying to make sure that Sadie earns every point, and they have. Nice little hop, skip, and a jump at the end there. And the Glory have decided to call it off while the jammer is still in the penalty box.
So that means once again Valley Cats will be starting the next jam with their jammer in the penalty box and a power jam for Westside.
Oh my God, yes. And you could get 4 minors to equal a major. So you could actually get 28 penalties in the game.
And the next jam has started.
I
and we
see
have
what's happened.
Club Slamwich.
Yes, Club Sandwich not only has lead, but must have said in the box, oh, I'd love a power jam. And they called it off, and here it is. It's time for a scoring pass. And the Valley Cats are making Slam work for it. A very effective Voltron there. Slam is testing all the different seams and edges.
We've got Bruiser back on track, pushing through, trying to make that initial.
Both walls are doing a fantastic job, but Slam has come through at the front. Oh, hello.
Ooh.
There was a nice catch there from penalty box. And there was a forearms to Slam. I can say words, Club Slamwich.
It's Sunday, it's hard.
On the beast there out the front. Okay, Bruiser is skating around now with a power jam.
Power jam for the Valley Cats.
That's right. And I think they're going to get some help, try and maximise this opportunity. But Flo and Chuka and who else is out there are going to make them really earn it. Was that Revan? Yes, it was Revan Townsend. But Club Slamwich is back on. They want some more points. They're going to push through the middle of that wall, but no, they've revolved. The Valley
I don't
Cats.
even think I'm this agile off skates, let alone on skates. Very impressive.
Both sets of blockers and jammers. It's just been amazing to watch this jam. Very exciting. Poor Bruiser, recycle back. They're ready for a little break. So there were 4 more points then for the Valley Cats on that last pass. So what have we got there, Daisy?
Looks like 4 total for the Cats and 4 for Westside from that jam, which brings a grand total to 255 for Westside and 37 for the Valley Cats, with about 13 minutes remaining on the clock. And we just finished the 10th jam. Now,
that last jam was very impressive. Let's see how we go with this next one. Oh, Bombshell is out there and Smiling Assassin jamming. Again, both walls are just doing a fantastic job. Aloe, Smiling Assassin, lead jammer. Bombshell's working to get through. Oh, Murderface said thank you and just took them off at the last minute to the outside. And to the inside, Bombshell is fighting hard back of the pack. Not Club Slamwich, I know who I mean. Smiling Assassin. Oh, that was some lovely skipping to stay in.
Very fancy. And we've got Bombshell still trying to push through, working their hardest.
All you can do is keep persisting with these really tough walls. Smiling Assassin said, I think I'll call it. Some of these jams have been a fantastic workout for everybody. Bit of resistance training, bit of cardio. Where else would you rather be?
I feel like I've gone through a workout just from watching it. Don't judge me, Nat. And there's been a team timeout called by the Valley Cats, so just having a little chill out. I imagine everyone is very exhausted, because I know I am, and I haven't even skated today.
But I think also they'll be saying, let's do more of what we've just been doing, because the last few jams, both sets of walls and jammers have been doing an extra amazing job. It's like they're just warming up and getting better and better through the game.
Would you say it was jam-packed, that jam?
That's a lot of jam. I mean, if we're going to talk about jam, tell me, do you put your jam on the scone first and then the cream, or the other way around?
Look, I said your pun was good in the first period, so I feel like,
I always believe it's jam first and then cream on top. But recently, I've heard there are people who don't do it that way.
I'm not a fan of jam.
What?
Double cream.
Even on a scone?
Just double cream. Yeah.
Even on a scone?
No jam, double cream.
Holy cow. Well, that was a learning, wasn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
We learn more about each other every day.
And Real Slim Sadie jamming with no jam on the track.
And they're both pushing through, trying their darndest, getting recycled back.
See, as I said before, it's just getting better and better. The blocking, the jamming, amazing. And hello, Bruiser, lead. No, not lead jam. They did not pass all of the blockers legally, but they might still get some points. Let's see. In fact, Real Slim Sadie is the lead jammer.
So for those of you who may not know what happened, if you don't pass all of the skaters legally on the initial, then you won't get lead jammer. Therefore, Westside got lead jammer in that case, even though they passed through the pack second, because they passed all of the skaters legally.
So Real Slim Sadie is now coming up for their second scoring pass. That was a nice hard hit from the Valley Cats blocker.
And we have a power jam for the Valley Cats.
It turns out there was a forearms there for Real Slim Sadie. So this jam's going to go a full 2 minutes. Let's see what Bruiser Bond can... Not Bruiser Bond, I keep saying that's one of the juniors. What Bruiser can do. Sorry. Go, go, go.
Interesting techniques going on here.
4 seconds, 3, 2, 1.
And that's the jam.
4 points to Bruiser.
Everyone's looking quite tired.
That was hard work.
Hard work. Great job.
Oh. It looks like the Valley Cats are down a couple of skaters. We've had an injury and maybe some penalties. So the remaining skaters are going to be working really hard for the next few jams, or the remaining 9.5 minutes of the game.
We've got Club Slamwich jamming again for Westside and Bombshell jamming for the Valley Cats. And Club Slamwich has lead. Bombshell's trying to make it through that initial. Trying, getting through.
Siebes has knocked Bombshell to the outside and then drawn them back.
And Club Slamwich has picked up some points. Whoop.
Another scoring pass. Well done for Club Slamwich.
Bombshell still fighting the good fight, trying to make it through.
Oh, a bit of a zig and a zag, and Club Slamwich is through again. This Valley Cats jammer is fighting hard there at the back of the pack. And maybe, nope, they've still got that star on their head. They're going to keep fighting.
Fighting through, doing their darndest.
And the Valley Cats, did take that Glory jammer to the outside, but then they snuck back on quickly and called it. Another 4 points to Club Slamwich.
That's a 16-point jam for Westside. And we have Smiling Assassin jamming for Westside and Hells Yeah for the Valley Cats. And away we go. Hells Yeah is really pushing through, really doing everything they can to try and get through that. And they made it through.
No, they're getting off.
Oh, no.
Okay, so Smiling Assassin is lead. Smiling Assassin is coming up for their scoring pass. Hells Yeah unfortunately got recycled back. And now they're fighting out the front of the pack, trying to get through.
Oh, and they made it through. Hells Yeah's gone through on their initial.
But I can hear the Glory bench yelling to call it, and that is exactly what Smiling Assassin has done.
And it looks like Smiling Assassin picked up 2 points for Westside during that jam. Really good defense by the Valley Cats on that one.
Yeah, fantastic job with only 6 minutes 20 seconds to go. We've got Bruiser and Real Slim Sadie ready to go. Bruiser's decided a bit of a run-up might help to take on this difficult west side wall. Oh, fancy footwork, but then get caught by Siebes. Real Slim Sadie has got lead.
And Bruiser's fighting through, trying to fight through that pack.
The Westside Glory are fantastic at recycling again. And Sadie took the 4 points and said thanks very much.
Yeah. And we've got about 5.5 minutes left on the clock with Westside on 290 points and Valley Cats on 41. Do you think they're going to crack the 300 now?
5 minutes to go. I think that's a fair call. We have Club Sandwich and Bombshell jamming. Oh, Club Sandwich almost snuck through that inside line and got bumped off just at the last minute. They were up on their toe stops and hello, this time round, they have gotten lead off the outside.
And I believe we've received a comment on Facebook about who doesn't like jam. So I'm going to out myself. Oopsie daisy, doesn't like jam.
All jams or just strawberry jam with cream on scones?
All of the jam.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
too sweet. It's
You
sticky.
you weren't
I don't
given
know.
jam as a child?
I don't know. You could ask my mother later if there's any jam-related trauma. She's sitting over there.
Okay.
And it looks like there's an official...
So in
Time
that
out.
last jam, the Westside Glory scored 4 points, so they are 4 points closer to that 300. But there is a team timeout called by the Valley Cats. Thank you very much. And they're just having a chat to see what do they want to do for this last 4.5 minutes to try and make things a little more difficult for the Glory. And I think they agreed with that. So awesome. We were right.
Ooh. Will the Valley Cats crack 50?
No.
Will Westside
Yes,
crack
it's-
300?
Westside's
Stay
ready to
tuned
get back to
find
it.
out.
Look at them just very subtly skating onto the track, getting ready for some more derby.
We've got Smiling Assassin back on track to jam for Westside. Oop.
Well, hello.
Sorry. And Bruiser jamming for the Valley Cats.
Bruiser says I'll have a little bit of a run up and just try and make it a bit more difficult for
Whoop. And Smiling Assassins just
Jessica
cruised on
Jones and
through. Sunday
Murderface
afternoon
and-
skate.
Bruiser is working those edges, working the middle, trying everything possible to get through that challenging wall.
Oop. Smiling Assassin again grabbed the points and said, good day.
On one foot with a smile. I think
I wonder what she's named for.
Okay, Hells Yeah. And Real Slim Sadie, isn't it?
Yep, that's right.
Go. The jam is on.
Whoop.
Oh, those feet are so fast. And on the toe stops, up the inside, Real Slim Sadie is lead.
Went round the inside this time.
Hells Yeah said, I'll take the inside or the outside. Just working it. And the Glory have called it 4 more points.
And
302. Well, hello.
Whoop. There you go. West Side's cracked 300.
Well done, Glory.
And we've got Club Slamwich jamming up next for West Side, and Bruiser jamming again for Valley Cats.
We have got just over 2 more minutes of Derby left for the day. Give it everything you've got.
Or do your best.
Well, hello, Briggs. Great job. Made
Some
Club
really
Sandwich
good,
really work for it on that outside edge.
really amazing defence work going on at the moment. Oh, and there you go. Club Sandwich has made it through. Gotten lead.
Well, Bruiser got past those first set of hips, but Siebes was there waiting at the back and said, I don't think so. Come back and hang with me. Okay. So Bruiser's taken that star off. Will they pass it? I don't know. Let's see.
Stay tuned to find out if they pass the star.
Now Bussy's just going to see this now because they were busy out the front blocking Club Sandwich, but too late, no chance. Club's called it.
You know, I've never really thought about using this technique of, you know, even if they don't, the other team doesn't get the initial, but it really makes sense because you're saving your jammer, making sure they're looking after themselves, you know.
Well, they're burning the time off this clock. We have only under a minute and a half of Derby left.
This may very well be
It's
the
been a
last
long
jam.
day. It's late on a Sunday.
And we've got Smiling Assassin.
Oh, the jam is on. They weren't sure. There was a pause. And now everyone is going for it.
Ooh.
Nice recovery for Dakota.
Yeah. So we've got Smiling Assassin jamming for West Side and Bombshell jamming for Valley Cats.
They've had a fantastic debut up against a very difficult side. And they keep going, and that is a big part of Derby, is the resilience of no matter how hard it is on any given day, keep fighting, keep pushing, keep testing the opposition. It's been great. Oh, it looks like the pivot for Valley Cats is heading to the penalty box.
It looks like that indeed. And
Oh, hello.
Smiling Assassin.
See that smile? Who else would it be?
Even smiling towards the end of a very intense, long game. Amazing. And Smiling Assassin's made it through.
They've called it, but I think the clock has run out.
So the unofficial score here is 3:10 for Westside and 41 for Cats.
Well done to both teams.
And that was the rolling whistle that announces this is the official score. Sorry I cut you off, Nat.
No, you're right.
And there you go. Official score, 3:10 for Westside and 41 for Valley Cats.
So we would like to thank all of the officials who have also stayed late on this Sunday to officiate this game. And thank you to both teams for a fantastic spectacle. It was really hard work and there was some great skills shown today. Thank you.
Just before we go, I've been Oopsie Daisy, aka Jam Hater, and who are you?
And I've been, and I still am, Natto Ninetails. Thank you, everybody.
Lover of
and
jam.
Thank you to Beard for setting up this streaming service for the day. It has been wonderful.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Hope your Monday's okay.